Dear brothers and sisters and friends, about 10 days ago, we were extremely surprised to learn that a bill was introduced in the New York State Senate by Senator Jessica Ramos, who represents the Senate District 13 in the Jackson Heights area of Queens, New York. The bill S-8553 would replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. My friends, this is totally unacceptable to the sons and daughters of Italy in America, and I am certain to every Italian American in New York and throughout our country. Brothers and sisters, this travesty cannot be allowed to become law. We are not averse whatsoever for the Native Americans to have a day to celebrate their own ancient culture. To the contrary, we would celebrate with them, but they should not deliberately attempt to erase our heritage and pride in order to celebrate their own. In any case, they already have a designated holiday. In 2008, President George W. Bush designated the day after Thanksgiving as Native American Heritage Day. Christopher Columbus, who was granted the singular title of the Admiral of the Ocean Seas, was a daring and fearless Italian explorer who risked his life and treasure to improve the knowledge of the world. With basic navigating tools, he went off into the unknown, and indeed, he found it. In recent years, he has erroneously been branded with terrible misdeeds that are based on fiction rather than fact. Carol Delaney, a non-Italian respected anthropologist, has attempted, and many believe has been successful, in debunking all of the information of historian Howard Zinn, who described himself as an anarchist and as a socialist. In 1963, he was fired from Spelman College for insubordination and for attempting to radicalize his students. During his life, he went from a self-professed Marxist to an anarchist. While unfortunately, Mr. Zinn's biased textbooks are still being used in our schools, Stanford professor Sam Weinberg publicly rebuffed his research. He said, and I quote, "Zinn's desire to cast light on what he saw as an historic injustice was a crusade built on secondary sources of questionable provenance, omissions of evidence, leading questions, and shaky connections between evidence and conclusions," unquote. Professor Weinberg provided many such examples. Regrettably, despite these serious questions about his history of Columbus, many school systems still insist on using Zinn's biased books to educate our children. My friends, this bill must be soundly defeated, since if allowed to become law, it would embolden other legislators with a similar agenda to pursue this discriminatory and divisive vehicle to right an injustice that never occurred. Friends, in order to prevail, we must all be united by contacting our New York State senators and assemblymen to express our indignation and opposition to this discriminatory bill. Should this bill be successful, it would not only diminish the undeniable contribution Columbus made to human civilization, but would also diminish the substantial contribution Italian Americans have made to America and the entire world. The New York Grand Lodge of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, and I, as the state president, in conjunction with the executive board and all past state presidents and our 7,000 members and their families, are pursuing all possible avenues to defeat this discriminatory bill. We are working very closely with other Italian American organizations, and we're utilizing all of our political assets to leverage our effectiveness. We ask that you please act quickly and decisively. Our sacred heritage and culture is at stake. Thank you, and may God bless you, America, and the memory of Christopher Columbus.